Biblically Centered Kids.
Hello, and happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to another great day of the Biblically Centered Kids podcast. And today is February 7th, 2024. My name is Mr. Johnny, and we are definitely going to have some fun on today's episode. But first off, I want to let you know that today, if you didn't know, today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. Now listen, I'm not sure who comes up with all these holidays, but we like to celebrate the ones that we think are fun. So, like I said, today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So, what do you think about that? Maybe you could send a card telling your friend how much they mean to you. That'd be fun. Or maybe, I don't know, we're talking about forgiveness this week, right? Maybe you could write a card to a friend. Maybe do you need some forgiveness? Do you need to ask for forgiveness from a friend? Maybe you could write them a card apologizing for something that happened. I don't know, whatever the reason. It could just be something fun. You could draw them a picture and just say thinking about you or hope you have a good week or whatever it is, something friendly. But it's always fun to get a letter in the mail, right? So do that. Maybe write a card, draw a picture, put it in an envelope, have your parents address it to your friend and send it in the mail. It'd be kind of fun. When was the last time you got a letter from a friend in the mail? Probably been a long time, if ever, right? That'd be pretty fun. So like I said, today is National Send a Card to a Friend Day. So do something fun. All right, and also, let's talk about history, okay? Are you ready for this? On this day, in 1812, Charles Dickens was born. Do you guys know him? He was a British novelist.
What began as just another ordinary day.
Let's see if you've heard of any of his books. Let's see, there's A Christmas Carol. Around Christmas time. Did you hear any stories of A Christmas Carol about Ebenezer Scrooge?
Ah, humbug. Christmas is cancelled.
He wrote Oliver Twist. He wrote Great Expectations. He wrote 15 novels and hundreds of short stories. Also on this day in 1940, the animated film Pinocchio had its world premiere.
I'm a real boy.
Have you ever seen Pinocchio? Did you like it? I know a lot of kids when they see it think it's kind of a weird one. All right, here's a big one, okay? If you didn't know this, this is a big one. On this day in 1964, the band The Beatles landed in New York City from Liverpool, England. 2 nights later, Beatlemania stormed America, and their performance on the Ed Sullivan Show was watched by 73 million viewers. Now that is some crazy TV viewership. 73 million viewers. That's just hard for my mind to wrap around. If you think about late night TV that's on these days, you know, there's people on like Jimmy Fallon, those kind of people. Their shows get about 1.3 million viewers. And compare that to the Beatles in 1964 when they performed on the Ed Sullivan Show, 73 million viewers in real time sitting down with their TV on watching this performance. Now that's crazy. For me, my dad, you know, we grew up listening to the Beatles, love their music, big Beatle fan here.
Well, we just want to say thanks for listening.
But that's just crazy. 73 million viewers. Okay, we'll move on. All right, do you remember what virtue we're learning about this week? I mentioned it earlier. Do you remember? It's virtue F, right? And that's all about forgiveness. Virtue F says, we forgive frequently, showing grace and mercy to others and to ourselves. All right, for this episode, we're just going to have some fun today. We're going to play a little game, okay? This week, we're going to play a game of Choose It or Lose It. Do you know what that means? I'm going to give you 2 options, okay? And in your mind, you have to choose one of the options to keep and the other option you lose, okay? Some people also call this game this or that. So you're basically choosing one over the other. Simple concept, but you kind of have to think about it. Just think about it for the rest of your life. If you had to choose one of these things to keep for the rest of your life and the other thing you had to get rid of for the rest of your life. We were actually sitting around the dinner table last night and my daughter asked a good one. Her question was, would you rather have French fries or cake? So if you choose French fries, that means you can't have cake for the rest of your life. And if you choose cake, that means you can't have French fries for the rest of your life. Both of those decisions, that's a hard one for me. I love those things so much. What would you choose? Would you choose to give up French fries and keep cake? Or would you keep cake and give up French fries for the rest of your life? What would you choose? You understand the game? Okay. I have a few fun ones we're going to go through here, okay? All right, here's a tough one, okay? If I were to come to you and say you can only have one flavor of ice cream for the rest of your life, and your options are chocolate or vanilla, what option would you choose? If you had to choose for it to always be daytime or always be nighttime, what would you choose? For me, that's an easy one. I would obviously choose for it to always be daytime. You can do so much stuff in the day, so easier than nighttime. I know nighttime's nice to, fall asleep to, but truth be told, you can get some blinds on your windows that block out the sun, and it'd be just like nighttime, but I would much rather it always be daytime. Do any of you guys know anyone who live in Alaska? A lot of them get daytime for like 95% of the day or something like that, which is crazy. Okay, would you rather have Skittles for the rest of your life or M&Ms? Which one would you get rid of? Which one would you keep? Okay, for those of you who like comic book superheroes, who would you keep? Spider-Man or Batman? Who's your favorite? Who would you rather keep around? I have a feeling a lot of you are going to choose Spider-Man. But Batman, honestly, he's pretty cool too.
Yeah, so cool.
Anyone out there like to swim? Would you rather every time you swim it have to be in a pool or have to be in the ocean? If you choose pool, that means you can't ever go to the ocean. And if you choose ocean, that means you can't ever swim in a pool. That's a tough one. What would you choose? Pools are obviously more convenient, but there's just something special about swimming in the ocean and being near the ocean. Have you ever been to the ocean before? What about summer or winter? Would you rather it always be warm or would you rather it always be cold? Summer or winter? Are you willing to give up never being able to build a snowman again? Here's one for those out there who have a sweet tooth. Popsicle or ice cream? For me, that's an easy one. I do love myself a good popsicle, but nothing is better than a good bowl of ice cream. Do you like ice cream? Have you ever made homemade ice cream? There's lots of really tasty and actually really healthy options you can make of homemade ice cream, if that's something you and your family ever want to do in the future. Ooh, here's a good one. Lemon or lime? Which one's your favorite? That would be a tough one for me, but I think at the end of the day, I would choose lime. Something about me, I like to cook a lot, and there's a lot of dishes out there that I really like to include some fresh squeezed lime juice in. Now, of course, there are some that require lemon as well, but I just think when it comes to cooking, there's just something about lime. Okay, what about this one? Anyone out there like chicken? Now, would you rather have some fresh chicken wings or chicken nuggets? Now, I bet nuggets might be a popular choice out there, but a really good chicken wing, it's hard to beat, I'm telling you. Would you rather it be a cat or a dog? That's kind of a tricky one, isn't it? Cat or dog? They both have their benefits. Me personally, I like them both. If it wasn't for a couple allergies in the house, I probably would have a cat right now. Achoo! But I think at the end of the day, when it comes to just overall enjoyment, I would have to lean towards a dog. What about you? You a cat person or a dog person? I don't think you have to draw a line in the sand. You can like them both. But if you had to choose, what would it be? Ooh, here's a good one. Any Super Mario fans out there? Who would you choose, Luigi or Mario?
It's me, Mario.
That's a hard one. Mario gets a lot of the spotlight, but Luigi's a lot of fun too. For my breakfast friends out there, would you rather be stuck with pancakes for the rest of your life or waffles for the rest of your life? Pancakes or waffles? We actually had this conversation with some friends recently. Pancakes or waffles? For me, it's a tough one. I felt like I was about to say waffles, but then I just started thinking about pancakes, and I think they're hard to beat. This one's a tough one, but I think a nice crispy waffle with some salted butter and some fresh maple syrup. For me, I like the maple syrup, not any of that Log Cabin, Miss Buttersworth, whatever the Hungry Jack flavors are out there. I like the real stuff, the maple syrup. With some warm maple syrup with some butter on a crispy waffle, that's pretty good. With some fresh blueberries, hard to beat. Ooh, speaking of blueberries, would you rather have blueberries or strawberries? If you choose blueberries, you can never have a strawberry again. And if you choose strawberries, you can never have a blueberry again. That would be tough. Okay, we're going to wind down here, okay? Appreciate you guys listening. Second to last one. Would you rather have pepperoni pizza or cheese pizza? Now, here's what I would choose. I would choose pepperoni pizza because, truth be told, if you have a pepperoni pizza, you can and you're like, maybe I'm not feeling pepperonis today. Well, guess what? You can pick the pepperonis off. And then you have cheese pizza. So I would choose pepperoni. But the last question, and this is a hard one. Would you rather a good cheeseburger or a pizza? If you choose cheeseburger, you can never have pizza for the rest of your life. And if you choose pizza, you can never have a cheeseburger for the rest of your life. I don't think I'm alone in this camp. I think cheeseburgers and pizza are some of the most widely versatile and widely accepted foods out there. It's hard to find someone who can't find a burger they like and who also can't find a pizza they like. But at the end of the day, if I had to choose, I would choose to keep the cheeseburger. I think a really good cheeseburger might just be the most perfect food out there. If it's well seasoned, it's got some cheese on there, some condiments. For me, it's almost a perfect food. All right. Well, that was a fun game. Thank you so much for playing with me. We always enjoy just having the days where we can kind of kick our feet up and just play an easy game. But again, don't forget what our virtue is this week we're talking about. It's virtue F. It's all about forgiveness. We forgive frequently, showing grace and mercy to others and ourselves. Is there anyone out there you need to forgive today? Is there anyone out there you need to offer forgiveness to? Do you need to apologize for something? Forgiving others is always the right thing to do. Hope you guys are having a great week. We're right in the middle of the week right now. Hope you guys are having a good week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Biblically Centered Kids Podcast, and we will see you next time.